Let's turn now to the operation and use of the MX43. The MX43 controller has 8 measurement lines and can accommodate up to 32 detectors over the 8 zones represented by the columns of LED indicators. Each zone is equipped with an LED power indicator, an LED fault indicator, and 5 LED alarm indicators. A specific LED indicator signals system faults, and the power indicator blinks when the system is operating on battery power. A general alarm reset button is located on the front panel. The MX43 can accommodate an optional 85 decibel siren and flash. The MX43 display indicates instantaneous gas level readings from the detector, along with the unit of measurement and the type of gas. For toxic gas detectors, the MX43 can display average concentrations over a period of 15 minutes or 8 hours. In this area, you'll see the detector's measurement range, the gas being detected. Here we can see a reading of 0 to 300 ppm of carbon monoxide, and a description of the detector, which in our example reads North Door. Detector addresses are displayed to the right of the screen. Here, line 1, module 3. The barograph charts gas against a measurement range with the controller's preset alarm thresholds clearly displayed, shown here at 25, 19, and 17. Underneath the reading, the detector and system statuses are displayed. The lower portion of the screen consists of 5 contextual keys. The function of each key changes in relation to the screen being displayed. By default, when the display is configured in static mode, pressing the previous detector or next detector buttons allows you to navigate between detectors. To simultaneously display multiple detectors, simply press C4 detector, C8 detector, or C16 detector. Press C1 detector to return to the initial screen. The curve button graphs measurement curves for the last 4.5 hours. The right and left arrow buttons allows you to move the cursor along the measurement curve to display concentration measurements from a specific time. Press Escape to return to the main screen. If the internal buzzer is triggered because of a gas level measurement that exceeded alarm thresholds, the alarm LEDs corresponding to that zone will switch to red. The line triggering the alarm will switch the display into inverse video mode. If multiple detectors have triggered alarms, they will be rotated through the display. The relays corresponding to these alarms will be activated. Simply press the alarm reset button to reset the internal buzzer and alarms. The concentration of gas must fall below the programmed alarm threshold for the alarm to be completely dismissed. Now, let's go back to the menu key. Press this key once to display the main menu on the left and the secondary menu on the right. Use the 5 keys to navigate through the menus or exit the menus by pressing Escape. The first System menu allows you to access information about the controller operating system, configure passwords for sensitive menus, set the internal date and time, and manage display and language option for the controller. In the Display Settings menu, you can turn the scrolling display option on to rotate through screens or off for a static display. Turning off the By Zone option allows you to simultaneously display multiple detectors from any zone. This can be useful when you have a single detector per zone and you want to display all 8 values at the same time. When the mode is set to On, only detectors in the same zone can be displayed simultaneously. In the next menu, Program, we can activate or deactivate the internal buzzer. Select Tag Set, change the alarm thresholds, and reconfigure the optional RS-485 output available with the MX43. Let's watch how to change the description of a detector. First, after pressing Enter, you will be prompted to enter your second-level password. For this example, the password is ABCD. So I will select A, then B, then C, and finally D, and then confirm by pressing Enter. Select Tag Set, Enter, and select the detector you would like to change. In our example, we'll use line 1, module 3, dock B, and then press Enter. To delete a character, use the arrows to select Delete and then press Select. Enter the characters for the new description and press Enter to confirm. To go back, press Escape. The procedure to change an alarm threshold is very similar. Select the appropriate detector, for example, line 3, south door. Next, select the threshold. Here, we will change the threshold for alarm 1 from 50 to 60 ppm. Press Enter, then increase or decrease the value and confirm. When you see the prompt, "Are you sure you want to change the threshold?" press the Enter key. The alarm threshold has now been changed from 50 to 60 ppm. Press Escape 3 times to return to the main menu. The calibration menu is reserved for authorized, trained personnel because it may compromise detection reliability. Oldham operates its own training center. For information about training, please contact us by email at the address that's being displayed. In the maintenance menu, we can start or stop a line, start or stop a detector, initiate test mode to inhibit the detectors, or initiate simulation mode to simulate a real detection. You will also need to enter the password, which in our example is ABCD, then Enter. To stop a line, select Line On/Off, press Enter, select the line you would like to stop, then press Enter again. When you see the prompt, "Are you sure you want to stop the line?" press Enter to confirm or Escape to cancel. Stopping a line will cut off power to the line and all of the modules connected to that line. The controller will indicate that stopping a line may block relays and analog outputs. To start or stop a detector, select Detector On/Off, press Enter, select the detectors you would like to modify, then press Enter. When prompted, "Are you sure?" press Enter to confirm or Escape to cancel. Please note that the detectors will not be turned off, just ignored by the controller. Press Escape to return to the main menu. The simulation menu allows you to simulate alarm level gas detection with real relay activation without injecting gas into the detectors. After pressing Enter, the controller will display a warning that gas detection will not take place during the simulation. Press Enter, then simply select the detector and increase the measurement value until you exceed the desired threshold and trigger an alarm. The relays and related actions will be triggered. To end the simulation, press End Simul. In the information menu, we can access information about detectors, alarm levels and faults, slaves and relays, analog outputs, or general information about the controller and resets or reconfigurations carried out using the COM43 software. In the detector's information screen, we can look up the identity of a detector and its range, type of gas, address, most recent calibration, latest sensor exchange, wear rate percentage, and information about alarms 1, 2, and 3. Please note that the closed padlock indicates that the alarm threshold must be manually acknowledged. In the event information screen, we can find the alarms records file, which lists the last 512 alarm events, including the name of the detector, the alarm thresholds, and the date and time the alarm was activated, on, and deactivated, off. This screen also displays information about faults, type, date, and time. Information about relay triggers and logic inputs. Information about system operations such as activation of the simulation mode. Equipment troubles such as a communication issue with a digital module. System issues such as a power supply is low. Press Escape to return to the previous menu. Slave Info menu is for technicians only. This screen displays useful information about the modules for the identification of possible failures. Controller Info menu provides information on resets and reconfigurations. We hope this video has familiarized you with the MX43 controller. We remain available for any information by phone at 333-2160-8086 or by email at support@oldhamgas.com.